Alright, does the keyboard have multi-touch? Well, let me show you here. Finish doing what it's doing. Now, of course we know that Android has multi-touch in the system now, but even in apps where it is activated, or being utilized, I guess you should say, you can't always tell it. Now, I don't know specifically about HTC's Sense keyboard, which is what comes with the HTC Incredible. I can tell you that on the default Android keyboard, the one that came with the Nexus 1, for example, they say that it does have multi-touch, but it's really not perceivable. So it's possible that multi-touch is assisting this keyboard in order to interpret what you're typing and make it go more smoothly and end up with less errors, but there's nothing about the experience that would indicate that. So my answer is I don't know, and honestly, if I were able to track somebody down who could tell me, yes, multi-touch is implemented and it affects your typing in these ways, it wouldn't make a difference because the experience is the same. You can't hold down one key, hit another, and have the second one register. So there you go, that's the best answer I can give you on that. Okay, lots of questions about the battery. How long does it last? How fast does it drain? You know, asking about different activities and how the battery responds. Is the battery a problem at all? Yes, I think if you are somebody who takes public transit, or you're in school all day, or for whatever reason you can't be charging regularly, and also if you are a heavy user of GPS, playing back media, yeah, you're definitely going to have trouble. However, nowadays, this is much less of an issue for me than it used to be, primarily because I'm usually plugging my phones in the car, either through a dock or just a lighter adapter, because I want to use them for GPS, or because I want to use them heavily and just keep on charging it throughout the day. Also, even for non-rooted users, people who aren't hacking their phones, there are a lot of solutions out there now to help preserve battery life. One application, I guess I should say a set of applications that I'm particularly fond of, are Juice Defender, and then the paid little activation type app that comes along, or that I should say is listed alongside it in the market, Ultimate Juice. These allow you to change your settings and decide. I just installed this so I could show it to you guys, and I did not set anything up. Advanced mode, there we go. So once you install Ultimate Juice, it unlocks all of the options in this app, where you can tell it to only connect to your mobile network every, I don't know, an hour for 15 minutes or 15 seconds. You know, things like that. To check your mail, you can tell it at night, don't connect between the hours of 11 p.m. and 8 a.m. You know, don't connect to Wi-Fi once you're out of this area. Change settings when the battery gets down to a certain percentage. Change the settings based on the network traffic. Set up a daily schedule. Change the way connections work when the screen is off and on, when you're plugged into a charger. So I'm not going to say it's flawless, because it can cause problems. I did have a few instances where I had trouble getting the phone to reconnect to my APN when I woke it up. But all in all, it's a very useful set of apps that will assist you in preserving your battery, make it last much longer, and at least a day, if you don't mind occasionally waiting for it to connect to your APN and such. Okay, next question. Hey John, can you please check to see what the processor is clocked at? I heard that it was underclocked at approximately 748 megahertz. Thanks, Brian. Well, Brian, I haven't heard that, but I did install a CPU benchmark program here. It says up at the top, can you see that? Sometimes if I get really close. CPU speed 998 megahertz. So it doesn't look like it's underclocked, but let's run the test. I'm just going to shoot the rest of the video like that, right up there. Yeah, I'm getting 998 megahertz. Is this the valid test? I don't know, but there you go. I haven't heard about the underclocking. Okay, the next person would like to see Adobe Flash support. Let's see what we can bring up here. So this is newgrounds.com. It's a site that has tons of Flash content. This banner up the top here, that's Flash. Whoops. Wow, did I crash it? Okay, so we got it back there again. Let's see if we can play this this game. So I believe this is still flashlight support. Okay. I don't want to do the little pet shop online, I want to play the game. You can see the flash is active there, but something wasn't working on that page. Let's try something else. This one's working. Maybe I was just doing that last one wrong. Pretty sure we're losing frames there.
Made of icing sugar. King Donut the Donut King was busy practicing his ghost routine for Halloween. Ghosty, 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 I'm a ghosty. I don't like anybody because I'm a ghosty. Scary, 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 scary ghosty. Nobody is quite as scary as me. Well, boy, that was fun. Ah, the 24th of December, Halloween. Costume time. Hurrah!
Okay.
Why, thank you, boy.
I was getting into that, so it's time to quit. One thing I'm not too sure about is the weight of the phone. It feels just a little bit light, but what am I talking about? I just pulled this thing out of the box. So again, with Sense you have the 7 home screens, which is quite a bit for most people, I think, but you also have scenes so that you can save arrangements of icons and widgets. This is just the default scene that you'll see when you first get the phone. If you go into your settings and then personalize, here's scenes right here. So you can save your current scene. Let's try HTC's social, so we're going to see a lot of social networking widgets and stuff like that. Take a minute to reload the launcher, and there you go, very beautiful clock widget. Those of you who have not seen much of Sense before, HTC has put a great deal of effort into making the home screen beautiful with glossy three-dimensional widgets and animations for their weather and things like that. So that's a huge appeal to a lot of people, and I happen to love Sense. I know there are a lot of Android users who definitely do not want an OEM's user interface on top of Android or any manipulation with the underlying Android OS. I, however, think Sense is brilliant. I think it's user-friendly. It's beautiful. I mean, people see the phone and they say, wow, you know, where did you get that phone? What is it when you have a Sense device? I love Sense. You can also bypass it by installing other home replacements. So I don't see really any downside to getting a Sense device, even if you would prefer the stock Android launcher. Now, social features are a major aspect of Sense as well. And one of the things HTC has been trying to do ever since the launch of the first Hero is bring data from multiple streams and aggregate it into one place so that you could, for instance, see under one contact might have 3 new messages, and one of them is an email, one of them is a Twitter update, one of them is a Facebook status update, and we'll get into that stuff more later. For now, this is just a quick hands-on, introduce you to the phone, and invite you guys to participate by asking me your questions for me to answer in videos.